My concern is that they seem extremely free-willed, at least she does. But how does she not understand that humanity is dead? Or is it just willful ignorance? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are here with Apocalypse Hotel. This was the, what was it, Spring 2025 poll winner from our seasonal anime review, where of course I watched all of the trailers and descriptions of all the anime of the upcoming season. I put them into a ranking of my top 10. I believe Apocalypse Hotel was, I can't remember if it was my number 1 or it was top 5 for certain. Either way, I then put that into a poll, and then you guys voted on which show from my top 10 rankings of the season I would then watch. Thankfully, I did express a lot of interest in what Apocalypse Hotel looked like it would be. And you all seem to agree. So that's why this one won. I am very interested in seeing where it comes. Like, I had a lot to say about the element of the girl standing over the ruins of, I guess, the world and where you could go from there. But then the fact that we keep flashing back to humanity and its fall, and the stories that you could pull from that seemed very emotional, and I was very down to see it. But that said, I'm here. I don't know what to say, other than pointing out that my artist chose the one guy, the one human being from the trailer to draw me as. So here's hoping the old guy was a good guy. He seemed like a good guy from the trailer. Other than that, I'm in a ramble, just telling you what you already know. Let's go ahead and hop on in and see what we get from Apocalypse Hotel.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, it feels like we're in the advertisement for the hotel. Oh, there she is, the girl from the trailer. Oh no, we got killed by a virus. Ape deaths. Consumption tax. Extinction is very real. The fact that we're mixing this in with the advertisement for the hotel. Okay, so there's a possibility that we could have survived? Okay, that's going on a way I didn't expect.
選者が発表されました。当選した方への襲撃が相次いでいます。WHO より大気中のインフォルトゥーニウム濃度が 0.9% に達したとの発表があり、
Infortunium.
今後我々は大気を直に呼吸することが事実上不可能になります。
Yeah, not great, especially on... Why are we launching from New York?
伝統と革新のホテル銀河楼。
This is very much that Love, Death, and Robots episode.
お越しくださいませ。
That was a real... I don't know what I expected, but I really enjoy that they showed the fall of human civilization at the start. Oh no, even the robots are falling. I mean, they would, right? Unless they're keeping up themselves, that you would need a robot repairman amongst the robots. Also kind of feels like that one Overwatch short. Bastion, I couldn't remember his name. Bastion. That one Overwatch short with Bastion in nature. I guess it hasn't been that long if the Boars are still know to be afraid of humans. Unless they're just innately afraid of a robot. I guess the world ended at 6:45.
お待たせしました。
Okay, good. She can repair the
ロボ
robots.
さん、大丈夫でしょうか。
Although the oddity of repairing a machine by throwing water on it.
貯水用の水を使わせちまったな。
汲みに行くのは苦ではありませんから。ただし、ドアの開け閉めは極力控えてください。
そうは言うがな、ジョーちゃん。俺はドアを開けるために生まれたんだ。気がつけばいつだって開けちまった後さ。
肝心のお客様が来た時にオーバーヒートしていたら意味がないでしょう。
ジョーちゃん。
Still waiting for guests.
開かねえドアなんて耐えられねえんだ。
ドアマンロボさんは本当に頑固ですね。
ロートルにかまってると仕事に遅れるぜ。さっさと入んな。
いけません。私はお客様ではないので自分で開けますから。これを言うのは4682回目ですよ。
Even in the human aspects of what they're doing of the show, they introduce the robotic stuff. I mean, obviously all these robots, but I just mean like, you might forget that she's a robot, but she'll say something robotic.
おはようございます。2157年4月12日、本日も支配人代理の代理として朝礼を始めます。
Acting manager?
ハエトリロボさん、お掃除ロボコウさん、オツさん、ドアマンロボさん、調理担当ロボさん、バーテンロボさん、菜園飼育担当ロボさん、ポーターロボさん、エーゼン担当ロボさん。
Okay, maintenance robot too.
ロボさん。掘削ロボさん。 天候応答なし7分28秒の無断遅刻。位置情報では温泉予定地にいるようですね。昨日から戻っていないのでしょうか。では業務連絡を。
Again, my worry is that some of these robots are just gonna fall apart and die.
本日新規宿泊予定のお客様0名、昨日のホームページ閲覧数0件、目標未達です。今月の宿泊目標1440名、達成まで1440名です。それでは各担当から。わかりました。永全担当ロボさん、まずは西側外壁の打診調査、赤外線調査をお願いします。調理担当ロボさん、それでしたら鹿の方がいいですね。菜園飼育担当ロボさん、
How do they still have the resources, though, for the food, if they're making food every day for 1,000 possible people?
他にありますか？続いて銀河楼10足。一つ、銀河一のホテルを目指して。
Probably true.
食と礼儀に文化あり。一つ、お客様の人生に今日というしおりを。一つ、笑顔は最高のインテリア。
Only one of you is capable of that.
おもてなしには裏もなし。一つ、伝統に革新と遊び心を。一つ、シーツの白さは心の白さ。一つ、
I'm assuming that is that in Japanese. Yep, there we go.
一つ、お辞儀は深く、志は高く。一つ、ホテルに物語を。愛すべきお客様に
You've got the only hotel with a story anymore.
最高の笑顔を。
I really hope this doesn't turn into a series where every episode a robot's gonna die or something. Because that's my worry for the Drillbot is fucking dead. It's either that or Drillbot is the only robot that knows everything has gone to shit and is just not doing his job anymore. His. I don't know why I'm giving them genders. Yeah, I guess you'd have to do all the jobs first, even if you were going to check on them.
汚れなし、水滴なし、カビなし、アメニティよし、シャンプーハットよし。本日も予定通り、客室のインスペクション業務完了です。宿泊予約は0件のまま、変更ないですね。本日はウォークインのお客様がいらっしゃる予感がします。
My concern is that they seem extremely free-willed, at least she does. But how does she not understand that humanity is dead? Or is it just willful ignorance? Is it like, do they grow their own food?
ドアマンロボさん、大丈夫ですか？
またやっちまったか。
控えていただくわけにはいきませんか？
悪いな。サガってやつだ。
Unless maybe they start changing their own programming.
ハエトリロボさん、よろしくお願いします。
Also crazy that they're expanding the hotel with a hot spring with nobody around anywhere. Damn it, I was hoping against this. Was he attacked? Or did he collapse? I would hope that Doorman Bot would go out there and try and pull him back and they could try to repair him.
本日17時22分、掘削ロボさんの停止を確認。 損傷箇所の代替部品の在庫なし。現時点で
Oh,
の
god
入手
damn
手
it.
段なし。再起動不可能。同日18時37分、就業規則第8章第40条に基づき、本日付をもって無期限休職扱いとする。今までありがとう
Yes,
ござい
from
ま
a
した。
very minor aspect. Oh, damn it. They are just fucking dying off.
本日もお客様はなし。引き続き皆様のお帰りを待つ。
So they do also acknowledge humanity's return. You know you're alone. I was gonna say, at the very least, we didn't meet Drillerbot. So the sadness level involved in them being gone is to the least that it could be. But then they added all of the other dead bots. They've got a fucking graveyard in their basement.
粘ってはきたが、そろそろ限界らしい。しばしの間、君たちに運営を任せるよ。なに、数年宇宙に避難するだけさ。私はすぐに帰ってくる。
I guess that's my guy.
ホテルを頼んだ。
お任せくださいませ、オーナー。
I guess all the other humanoids have, humanoid robots are gone too.
帰ってくる予感がします。
Do you think we died in space? Damn, the show has already got me so invested.
おはようございます。2157年4月13日。本日も支配人代理の代理として朝礼を始めます。
I will be investigating the numbers when I do
昨日
notes.
掘削ロボさんが無期限休暇扱いとなりました。温泉予定地の掘削業務は私が引き継ぎます。皆さんの形状では掘削作業は難しいですし、私であればやりくりして時間を
What?
作れ
I
ます。
wonder what killed the other humanoid robots.
ドアマンロボさんですか？いいですか皆さん。ドアマンロボさんはいつお客様がいらしてもいいようにあそこにいるんです。お客様がいらした時にホテルのドアが開かれなかったらどうします？
Oh, Doorman would not be having
ホテルのドアが
that.
開かれないホテル銀河楼はホテル銀河楼だと言えますか？いいえ、それはホテル銀河楼では。
I have to assume he's just breaking down.
それはもは
Because I
や
don't understand why he would be overheating just by pushing a door
ホ
off.
テル銀河楼のドアは開かれるからです。では開けるのは誰でしょう？ドアマンロボさんです。私はあそこまで正確な入射角でノブに手をかけ、過不足のない速度でホテル銀河楼のドアを開ける方を他に知りません。誰にでもできるようで、誰にでもできることではないんです。以上の理由からドアマンロボさんではなく、
I really feel like
私が掘削業務を引き継ぐ
I really feel like we're setting up for Doorman Robot to be the first.
なんでしょう、ハエトリロボさん。心配ありません。お客様は必ず来ます。
I mean, he's gonna be the first to go on indefinite leave of the ones that we've met here.
人類は必ずこの星に帰ってきます。では、本日もよろしくお願いいたします。ハートフルな京都、最高の笑顔を。
I really hope that they're like sending out a signal to at least, even if humanity is still out there, acknowledge that they're here waiting for them. Not that I would even know that humanity would care that a bunch of robots are still on Earth, heartless that we are.
いつもより遅れてしまったようです。
Can't get past
システ
Drillerbot.
ムに異常は出ていないので問題ありません。大丈夫です。汚れなし、水滴なし、カビなし、アメニティよし、シャンプーハットなし。
Where the fuck did shampoo hat go?
アメニティよし、シャンプーハットなし。シャンプーハットなし、シャンプーハットなし、シャンプーハットなし、なし、なし、なし、なし、なし。
I mean, where would it have possibly gone? One of the robots wouldn't have taken it. Sure.
非常事態発生。非 常事態発生。405号室浴室にてシャンプーハットが消失。
Now, is this just
緊急
like
プログラムスタート。シャンプーハット予備在庫チェック。各階リネン室および備品庫。1階2階3階なし。4階5階6階7階なし。地下倉庫なし。
so I would say is my concern is this just normal anime like going crazy thing, or is she breaking down?
お客様の満足度 0% に低下。リピート率 0% に低下。口コミ5段階評価 0% に低下。結果、ホテル銀河楼存続率 0%。 皆さん、人類が地球を旅立って100年最大の危機です。シャンプーハットがなければ当ホテルは
The biggest crisis since mankind left.
髪のあるなしは関係ありません。あれはシャンプーが目に入らないためにあるのです。作る当ホテルのシャンプーハットは老舗専門店のものと決まっています。あのシャンプーハットがないホテル銀河楼などホテル銀河楼ではありません。これより通常営業体制を一時的に解除。銀座全域の捜索を行います。
Oh no. I mean, I get why this is very important, and I appreciate the bluster. But at the same time... having all the robots... There. Okay, that explains what happened to the hat.
ドアマンロボさん、どうしてシャンプーハットを持ち出したりしたんですか？ 理由によっては開国では済まされませんよ。
ジョーちゃん、俺に水かけるだろう。
え？
チートばかり水が苦手でよ。
水をかけられるのが嫌。それが理由ですか？
なんかすげえ勢いでかけるじゃねえか。
すごい勢いでかけてはいましたけど、嫌ならどうして言ってくれなかったんです？
本音ってのは そう簡単に言えるもんじゃねえ。それが人ってもんだろう。
私たちは人ではありません。
I was really worried that we were going to send the robots across the city and we would just lose a whole bunch more of them.
それはそうですが、開け閉めの練習とは別の話です。
腕が鈍っちまうのさ。2時間ドアを開けなかったとして、その勘を取り戻すのに必要な時間はどれくらいだと思う？2
時間開けなかったら1時間。
2年だ。
2年。
俺はただこのホテルを選んで
I don't know what the idea is behind that. Unless they were actually saying something about actual rust, then I'm lost on that one.
終わりです。シャンプーハットがない状態で運営しているホテルなどどこにあるでしょう？
I mean, it's a shame Drillerbot's not here. You could actually drill water to the front door so that this guy could just splash himself.
どこにいるでしょう？ここにいました。貴重なデータとして保存します。終わりです。私はオーナーとの約束を果たせませんでした。
Okay, so the humanoid robot's also capable of depression.
ホテル銀河楼は今日で終わりです。だから開けるなって。
Imagination or actually happening, or robot.
その時までホテルを頼んだ。
お帰り。
Ah, crap.
心よりお待ちしておりました。
Has to be a robot, right? Or an alien?
愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都最高の笑顔を。ようこそホテル銀河楼へ。
Okay, I don't know what we're doing. Is the idea that we're just gonna be serving random anything? Also, this implies what? It's like, what, Tanuki's on vacation? Okay, oh, and again, the idea, though, is it alien life? Anything? Like, are animals gonna come in and we're gonna serve the animals? I'm not saying that's not a thing that I would watch. Like, I'm here. I'm here no matter what. Yeah, I guess it very much is implying Tanuki's on vacation. Okay, either the show has no next time on, or the ending credits are part of the next time on. You never can tell with these shows, and obviously we're going to need to watch another episode to be able to find out. But does that also imply that, like, animals evolved into people now, too? So the element of why I said right there at the beginning, oh no, was, she said something early on, and I probably should have waited for my notes to bring this out, but she said something about this is like the 36,000th record that she kept about the days going ons at the hotel. 36. Assuming she does one a day, that is 36,000, right? So divide that by 365 days in a year. That's 98 years. Assuming that the guy left her in charge, like, on the final day, or anywhere near that, humanity was supposed to go into space for 1 year, he says. It's been 98 years. I'm assuming we could probably round that, just say 100 years. It's been 100 years since humanity left. I mean, that'd explain all the broken down robots. But it also seems to indicate that either a Wall-E is going on, which, maybe that's the inspiration for this. But maybe a Wall-E is going on and humanity is still out there and it just hasn't come back. Or we're all fucking dead. Maybe that's the case. I'm gonna obviously rewatch this and take notes and whatnot. So, I'll know more about the opening segment, because they said something about building off-world colony or something. I can't remember. Maybe we're there. I don't know. It's entirely possible that we're dead. It's been 100 years. We didn't come back. Phil Fisher is in the chat saying the arrival of the guest and the smile that follows is very heartwarming. It's very much what I was saying right there at the end, that the humanoid robot seems to be capable of depression, because they're finally succumbing to the idea that after 100 years, humanity's not coming back, but still wanting to live up to, again, that thing that happened right there at the end where she was thinking about the original manager, who, by the way, even if he was an old man when we saw him, it's been 100 years, the man's dead, he's not coming back. That's literally the math that I did right when he showed up, too, and it's like, that can't be him. The acknowledgement that running the hotel is essentially all that they have left, and finally a guest has arrived, making their lives not pointless, making the wait not pointless. It's an acknowledgement of, we have purpose now, right? But the idea is now us, the audience, we have to figure out, what the fuck is this thing? Is this going to be like a restaurant in another world? Except now it's hotel on this world? Like, I don't know. It was a very good first episode. Like, I'm still as hooked by this first episode as I was the trailer. So I very much do appreciate that they kept that going. Now, granted, it didn't go as dark as I thought it was going to be in a couple of places. Well, I guess it did, because I was like, oh no, Drillerbot's dead, and then she goes out and finds Drillerbot, and Drillerbot is dead. And then she brings him down to the basement with all of the other dead robots that haven't survived 100 years. So I guess in that aspect it did go dark. But then it, had a little comedy there with where's the shower cap? And the element that it went dark before made me think, oh no, we're about to go dark again. I'm glad that the show is the way it is. Obviously, I think I've said this plenty of times before, it'll probably hit me more when I'm watching it by myself, because I'm not trying to analyze everything and figure out what's going on. Kind of am, when I'm taking my notes, but unobserved, I feel like I am more emotional than I am when I'm being observed, or at least being observed by the camera. The recording aspect lowers a bit of the emotional reaction. That said, though, this has been our first episode, Apocalypse Hotel. I'm still very much on board, so I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed it as well. Otherwise, I have been Ractus, or Theta, as I typically go by on here. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?